Ever wonder why a small cut on your finger stops bleeding after a while? You can thank your platelets for that. Platelets, also known as thrombocytes, are tiny powerhouses in our blood that spring into action when we're injured. They are one of the three main types of blood cells, along with red and white blood cells. So, where do these platelets come from? Well, they're produced in our bone marrow, the soft, spongy tissue inside our bones. When we bleed, it's a signal for these platelets to rush to the site of the injury. Their main function? Clotting blood. They bind together to form a clot, creating a sort of plug at the site of the wound. This clot serves as a barrier, preventing excessive bleeding and allowing the healing process to begin. So next time you get a small cut and it stops bleeding, remember the tiny platelets working behind the scenes. Now that we know what platelets are, let's delve deeper into their physiology. Platelets, also known as thrombocytes, are born in the bone marrow, the spongy tissue inside your bones. They originate from a larger cell called a megakaryocyte. When this cell matures, it shatters into thousands of pieces, each of which becomes a platelet. These tiny powerhouses have a lifespan of around 10 days. During this time, they float around in your bloodstream waiting for a call to action. When an injury occurs and a blood vessel is damaged, platelets spring into action in a process called hemostasis. Hemostasis is a fancy term for the process that prevents us from bleeding out when we get a cut or scrape. It's a three-step dance that includes vasoconstriction, the formation of a platelet plug, and coagulation. In the first step, the blood vessels narrow to reduce blood flow. Next, platelets stick to the damaged area and to each other, forming a plug. Finally, a series of reactions transform fibrinogen, a protein in the blood, into fibrin, which weaves around the platelet plug to create a stable clot. This clotting process is a testament to the impressive work our bodies do to protect us. Every time you get a paper cut or stub your toe, remember, your platelets are hard at work, patching you up from the inside. Understanding the physiology of platelets gives us a deeper appreciation of how our bodies work to keep us safe from even minor injuries. Platelets, however, are not always the good guys. Sometimes they can cause problems. Let's delve into the pathology of platelets, including conditions such as thrombocytopenia and thrombocytosis. Thrombocytopenia refers to a scenario where there are too few platelets in the blood. This can lead to excessive bleeding and bruising, as there aren't enough platelets available to form clots and stop bleeding. This condition can be caused by several factors, including certain medications, infections, cancers, and autoimmune disorders. On the other hand, thrombocytosis is a condition where there are too many platelets in the blood. This can lead to the formation of unwanted blood clots, which can block blood vessels and cause serious complications such as strokes and heart attacks. Causes of thrombocytosis can include bone marrow disorders, inflammation, and as a reaction to certain medications or surgery. Now let's shift gears to the biomechanism of platelets, a fascinating process that involves activation, adhesion, and aggregation. When a blood vessel is injured, platelets become activated and start to change shape, preparing to form a clot. They then adhere to the damaged area, sticking to the exposed collagen fibers. Next, they release substances that attract more platelets to the site, a process known as aggregation. This results in the formation of a platelet plug, which serves as a temporary barrier to control bleeding. However, if this process goes haywire, it can lead to the formation of harmful blood clots. For instance, in conditions such as atherosclerosis, where the inner lining of the arteries is damaged, platelets can get activated and form a clot even without an obvious injury. This can lead to blockage of the artery, depriving tissues of oxygen and leading to conditions such as heart attacks or strokes. As with many things in the body, balance is key. Too few or too many platelets can cause serious problems. So, understanding the pathology and biomechanism of platelets is crucial for maintaining this delicate balance. So, what have we learned about platelets today? From their integral role in clotting to their complex physiology, these tiny blood components are crucial for our survival. We've delved into the pathology of platelets, exploring how changes in their function can lead to disorders. We've also examined their biomechanism, the intricate dance that enables them to respond to bodily needs. Whether they're stopping a cut from bleeding or causing a harmful clot, platelets play a vital role in our bodies. The more we understand about them, the better we can appreciate the complexity of the human body.